Everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor. Introducing first, Delphine Persoon. This Belgian has really been turning heads since she burst onto the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner...
All the talking has been done. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They miss with the jab. The first fight between Persoon and Katie Taylor was extremely close. A lot of people felt Delphine Persoon beat her, but in the second fight, Katie Taylor, the clear winner.
Delphine Persoon and Katie Taylor. That was a questionable, wicked fight. You saw size to Katie Taylor that you were worried about. Thinking, Katie Taylor, really? You got this in the bag. But Persoon was persistent. She was dogged. She was on the case and wouldn't let it go. What a fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than this.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter. They both want the knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, here we go for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter shot. You believe what we are seeing. Beautiful counter shot. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Throwing power punches early. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter lands. Jab, hold her right there. Delphine Persoon on her back foot. And down she goes. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Talk about pursuing that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. Do you believe this? Drop their guard, they get caught. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. She got clipped by that counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. Don't want to trade shots. Good counter punch. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, this is the... Here we go to the 4th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
She wasn't ready for that counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Those counter punches have to hurt. Defense is not an option for these two. There's a counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter shot by her. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Nice counter shot by her. That counter shot lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. It is not the... Let's start the sixth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
She scores that counter. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The jab not finding its target. Didn't land that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. She catches and counters. Not a lot of defense here at all. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Throws the jab but does not score. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that. Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with something that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. How about that time counter shot? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One punch could change everything in this battle. Catch and shoot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Catch and shoot. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. There's the bell to start round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. We enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny. What have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Midway through the round, and it looks like she has the advantage.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Just misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it.
Okay, a short stream. I'll be back to do breakfast. Or eat. Maybe I'll be back in like an hour.